Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Right Hand Podcast. This is where we talk about how law firm owners can build stronger, smarter, and more sustainable law firms. Most lawyers, they start their career trying to gain freedom and independence, but as the law firm grows, new challenges appear, and they appear in such things such as hiring, operations, and profitability. This podcast here, what we do is we explore the strategies and insights that help law firm owners move from simply practicing law to successfully running a law firm. This is brought to you by Reuben Allen in cooperation with our sister company, Marshall Graham Consulting. And we are the strategic right hand for growing law firms. I am Greg Copeland, and welcome. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to uh, talk about that decision, that one decision that can change everything in a law firm. And, you know, when you have a firm and you open it up and you're running it, there are many, many, many decisions involved in running this firm or running the operation. Things like hiring decisions, financial decisions, strategic decisions. But um, really, there's only one decision that has a uh, disproportionate impact on your firm. And this decision often determines whether your firm struggles or whether it begins to operate on a much higher level of success. And so today, what we're doing is we're going to talk about that that one decision that changes everything in a law firm and in your law firm. And this decision is sounds simple enough, but it's a little more difficult than it sounds, is to stop running your firm reactively. Stop being reactive to things that happen and start to be proactive. Start to build your firm with intention. Start to run it intentionally. And so we want to kind of talk about, the difference in all of this. So, reactive versus intentional. So reactive firms, what they do is they operate day to day, and they respond to the problems that come day by day. Um, whether it's a hiring problem or a client problem or an intake problem, um, they're only dealing what's in front of them. And the difference between that and a firm that operates proactively with intention, an intentional firm basically steps back and designs how the firm should operate, and they try to create structure, um, try to define roles, and try to build systems ahead of time. So they're prepared for, you're never going to be prepared for every situation. So let's just say that. But they're prepared for most situations already. They have a defined rules or procedures or policies for any instances or situations or problems that may arise. So they're prepared if a legal assistant goes home and never comes back the next day. They're prepared if attorney gets in an accident and can't come into work. They're prepared if um, a client, you know, decides, hey, I'm just going to take my business elsewhere. They're prepared if they get a sudden influx of new clients. So they have intentionally created a process, procedure, and roles um, to deal with these. People know what their job is within the firm instead of living day by day and trying to figure out when a problem arises. Well, whose job is to handle this? I don't think it's mine. We never talked about it. With when you build with intention and build roles with intention, now everyone in the firm knows exactly what their role is and who should address what issue or situation as they come up. Because if you don't build with that intentional design, your firm can go adrift. You only evolve randomly, based on the immediate needs that come up. And then what that does over time is put so much pressure on everybody at the firm, and it creates inefficiency and stress. And that's when, clients' cases work begins to slip through the cracks, because not everyone on the firm is on the same page. And so people tend to ignore those things they don't think they're responsible for. Within an intentional firm, what happens is when you define that workflow, when you create that clarity of who owns what, um, when you build systems for consistency, when you plan for growth, what happens is that you're not leaving the firm to chance. Hopefully, you're not hoping that I hope everything works out. You actually know that you have a plan on how to make sure things do actually work out. And so I always stress on having our clients work with intention, build a firm that's intentional. And you don't have to completely overhaul your firm. It's basically a shift in mindset. And that's when you move from reacting, to designing, to sitting down talking about designing, and that's when everything changes. So make that decision. Start to work with intention. Um, and, you know, will help you build that firm. So this podcast, was brought to you by Reuben Allen. Thanks for listening to the Right Hand Podcast. If you're a law firm owner looking to build a stronger, more organized, and more profitable firm, please visit Reuben-Allen.com to learn how we help law firms grow. And if you found this episode helpful, please be sure to follow the show and share it with another law firm leader. So until next time, we'll talk to you. Keep building the law firm that you set out to create. Thank you.